Hi, everyone.
Hey, hey.
I'm Alicia,
And I'm Meredith.
and this is One Season Wonders, the show where Meredith and I watch a show that only has one season, and we talk about why it probably only had one season. And we are still in the middle of the Busch family Brewed, the show on MTV that made me question, is this what MTV is doing nowadays?
I literally was talking to my mom about this show
I
today,
hate the
and I
show.
was like, because we talked about how the show came out like 2 years later from when it was filmed,
Yeah.
which is very weird. So I'm just so curious if maybe a different network bought it originally, put it into production, and then never wanted to run it. So MTV like got it for a deal. Like,
I don't know. Yeah, because this isn't a normal MTV show.
no.
We watch a lot of reality TV, and this isn't a normal MTV reality show.
No,
Like
because
usually
MTV skews like teenagers, like type of it would have just been the kids. Like I don't think the parents really would
and
have been involved this
they
much.
edit very differently. Like if you watch Siesta Key or The Hills, it's like a very different like
Well, I think that all has to do with the production company, but still,
that's true.
I still think they would have had a different, edit. Even I guess it just must be the production company because the interviews are kind of low rent to me. Like,
The interviews are just plain stupid. And MTV always has like names up. Here half the
yes.
time I'm like, who is
I
that?
realized why I
Who's
think
in the
Maddie
back?
and Grace are the same person. It's because they're always in the interview together.
They're
And
always
all
in the
they
interview.
if you get the name, you just get Grace and Maddie. And I'm
Grace and
like,
Maddie. The lookalike sisters. We did get Abby. I don't know if it's this episode because we do two at a time. It's either this episode or the next one. But I was like, is that an Abby
I
spotting?
think
But she didn't say one
I said
fucking
the
word.
same
Didn't
thing.
say one. I
I
thought
think
that
it's
she was
next
like a
episode.
long, for a second, I was like, is she a long lost kid where like she is out of wedlock for someone else and they like half treat her like in the family? But no, her and Peter just really were so unentertaining that they were cut
Well,
from the show.
Abby doesn't live there, so like it makes sense she's not
That's
in. And
true.
Peter's too young.
I don't know. I at this point I'd rather watch Peter like play his video games and pick his nose. Like is Peter
Peter
talking to
Peter
girls?
could add some drama. It's kind of like um I don't know. I'm trying to think of.
Like a chat. Like okay, at Bravo, Vanderpump Rules, Stassi's little brother shows up occasionally and he creates
Yes.
all the fucking
Perfect
drama.
example. Or like the kids of the Real
Amazing.
Housewives. It's like every once in a while
Amazing.
they pop in and they're like hilarious.
Sassy as shit. Girl, the
Mm-hmm.
kids on Teen Mom, I know it's all about teens and like their moms, so their kids are very
Yeah.
in it. But those kids are great.
Yes.
Absolutely hilarious. Maybe Peter sucks.
Peter had
Maybe.
one little zinger where like I think Marissa was over and Peter like made a comment. He like walked by and made a
Maybe.
comment. And I was
I'm
like, ooh,
thinking
there's the kid.
this is wrong, but I just watched on Netflix My Unorthodox
Mm.
Life, the Jewish
Alicia,
show.
I knew you watched because you had liked something on Julia Hart's page and I meant to text you.
I
Amazing, isn't
love
it?
Batshava, Ben, and Rob. Those are my three. Everyone else kind of sucks. But there's this one moment where the youngest kid, Aaron, is like 12, 14.
Yeah,
God knows how old he
14.
is. But they were like, oh no, the helicopter can't come to pick us up for the airport. We're going to have to drive. And he was like, oh, we're just going to have to drive like normal people. And the way he said it to roast his family, I was like, this is what Peter needs to do. He needs to fucking
Yes.
step up and be funny about it. Like
100%.
Aaron's really not in the show. He kind of sucks 90% of the time, but
But when he
those
shows
one
up, he's
zingers,
good.
yeah, he's
Peter just like
hilarious.
you don't even notice him because he doesn't even say anything when he shows up.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever. So we'll get into it. But first, check out the A&M Podcast Network. That's us. We have our Vanderpump Rules podcast called It's About the Pasta and our Summer House podcast called Summer is Fun. Follow us on Instagram at Vanderpasta. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/Vanderpasta. You can get exclusive content. And I think that's it. Let's dive
Yes.
into this episode. Oh yeah, this is episode.
Let's see. We start off in the yard. The family's a huge animal family. They have loads of cats, dogs, birds, horses, all the things. And Gussie got a new dog, and like classic rich family, the kid doesn't do anything, and his parents
No.
are the ones taking care of it. Normally, in rich families, like the help would take care of this, but
Yes.
mom and dad are doing it.
Mom and dad are doing it. Also, this episode starts and ends with mom and dad, which I found fun. But it began with mom and dad and dogs, and it'll end with mom and dad and horses. So
look at
that's
that
all I got.
parallel.
And they just like really quick hit on all the issues that we're gonna have. The boys are fighting because the gold digger shit. Jake represents the family.
Marissa now knows they hate her.
Oh my God, so funny. Haley is really sad about Clark. So they're gonna like, why didn't he fight for Haley? And now the dad is like, let me talk to Clark, which I know,
I love
I
it. The mom's
wait.
like, after 8 years, that's how you treat my daughter. And the dad's like, I think it's best if I talk to him.
I was like, great. That hilarious. Let's see something go on. We're finally getting drama. We just need to take it.
I need more Haley Clark drama to run alongside this Marissa Billy drama, because I can't just do all Billy Marissa stuff.
No. And this is the drama we should have been getting in episode 3.
Yes.
But they really dragged it out because I don't think it goes anywhere, but I need it to go somewhere. Also, I'm still fighting for the Lois and Gussie drama. I think that we have 3 points. We have 3 really good points, and they're only hitting on 2.
Barely. They're hitting one so hard, and it's like, let's rev up the other 2. Like, come on.
Okay. Well, what happens next?
We move to Gussie and Jake. They're hanging out talking about how the night before got really out of hand.
The hotel room is disgusting.
Yes.
They must have just been like, oh, we called Marissa Gold Digger. Let's get hammered and bring back girls.
It's so confusing. They're like, we didn't even want to have that conversation. I'm like, then what was the family meeting for? Because the family meeting did accomplish something. Like, you got your feelings out there.
At some point, we get a flashback to the fight last night. Fucking hilarious. I represent the family. And then the drink pouring it out.
Don't even call it a drink. Don't even.
The ice. So funny. The ice and the garnish flew all over Gussie. So funny.
Lordy. But Gussie and Jake have to head back to St. Louis. They're not going to be able to see Billy, which is a real bummer because they can't really resolve this drama that's happening. But don't worry. Instead, they're just going to order breakfast for a family of 30.
He ordered so much fucking food.
At first, I thought he was asking about them. And then I realized when Gussie goes, oh, and get the champagne, I was like, oh.
I was just sitting here just like, is this it? No, there's more. Okay, there's more. They're going to get like, are they flying back? Because they all drove together. So I assume Billy's going to drive back, right? So I was like, they're going to have a horrible diarrhea on this airplane, which is the worst.
How do you even have time to eat this all? If you don't have time to see Billy this morning, how do you have time to eat all this?
Meredith, we prioritize breakfast in this family. Jake represents the family. He thinks breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That's what fucking happens. Jeez. So funny.
But meanwhile, on the other swing of the pendulum, Billy is with Marissa, and he's finally meeting her parents.
Oh my Jesus Christ. There was a time he was gonna meet them and he fucking overslept. That's
this is insane to me. Okay,
thing.
Because I think I've decided now that she's not from St. Louis.
Her parents live in Dallas.
Dallas, I guess. Maybe she's from St. Louis, but her parents live in Dallas is what I'm taking this as.
Listen, I love Marissa. Don't get me wrong. I think she's the MTV star that we needed. But she lives in Dallas with her parents. She works for Anheuser-Busch. So she knows who that Busch family is. So she dead ass went after both of them.
I don't think working for them she would know who Billy and Gussie are. I think she would know who the dad maybe was in like his lineage.
But you could just Google.
Oh wait, yes. But I don't think she would be like, oh, I work for Anheuser-Busch in Dallas and I'm not from St. Louis. I know who these people are.
I think you could.
They don't like give you a family lesson whenever you get hired.
Quick little look up. I don't know. I haven't worked for too many companies like this, like the big ass companies, but I feel like I would do a lot of research. The protein bar company, he didn't have a family, or else I would have Googled them. He himself was around my age to date.
Okay, so. I guess so. I don't know.
It makes me less suspicious of her.
Oh,
I'm
really?
more suspicious.
I'm less. I would think if she's from St. Louis, she would really know who these people are. And it's
Oh,
like,
the fact that she DM'd both. Listen, I
okay.
love her. Girl, I'm a self-proclaimed gold digger. Get that money, but I'm
I like
suspicious.
want to know more to this story because there has to be details being left out about like maybe one of her friends knows
Yeah.
them and like that's how this all
Were
came to
they
be.
in St. Louis when they met?
That see, I want all these questions. I want to
It sounds
know
like Billy and Gus go to Dallas all like they stay in the what is it? The Anheuser-Busch
Adolphus.
Hotel, the
Yeah,
Adolphus Hotel. I need to know where they met, what night it
I
was,
agree. What
what club.
city? What was going on beforehand? I agree because I don't think she's a massive gold digger. I'm gonna say like what
I
the family's making her out to be. I
yeah,
think
no,
she's all in
girl,
for some free purses and trips.
girl shot her shot. It worked. Fucking get your money, girl.
She's like our level of gold digger where it's like, listen, you're loaded. Of course you're gonna pay for this.
Oh, like Meredith and I have never shot our shot with some rich bitches. Let me tell you, I have. It hasn't worked yet, so
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Marissa, give a class, please, because we want to know how to do
I
this.
just got to post more thirst traps and make my Instagram not private.
Damn, honey. But Marissa's parents are I think they're also doing breakfast here.
Yeah,
Meet Billy. He's super nervous, which is actually really
it's
cute.
cute. But the parents are
And
so nice. God protect them.
they're like they seem like a nice normal like little Christian family who just like
This,
is just sitting there. They don't
yeah,
know how to be on camera. It's kind of cute that they have no clue what's going on.
this is where I get less suspicious of Marissa because her family is so flippin' cute. She wouldn't bring them into this just to be a gold digger.
No.
No,
No, not
they're
at all.
so cute.
And I think her parents would like shame her, like subtly shame
Yeah,
her for any of this. But
yeah, no.
they kind of talked to Billy and Marissa about what their plan is, and Marissa and Billy share that they're going to move in together. Her parents
Ooh,
are not feeling this.
ooh, mom and dad are not happy, even though their point was you don't have to date that long because when you know, because I'm pretty sure they were only dating 9 months before they like got engaged and got married and moved in with each other and all
Mm-hmm.
that good stuff. But they're saying we knew immediately. Like Billy and Marissa are posing it as, well, we'll find out if this is a love connection when we move in together. And they're like, you should know.
I agree with that, but I also don't like that their parents are basically, or her parents are basically like, why are you living together without being married? Like, if you know, then just get married. Like, then you
Just
should
get
be getting
married.
married.
Maybe they're helping her get that gold digger status. Just get the ring.
Maybe
Ooh,
this she like hired a family to make her seem
this
more
isn't
normal.
this isn't the real her real parents.
That
She
would just
paid
be the
them.
best.
Oh, I love the Marissa drama. She's the most fun to speculate about. She's the most fun to
Same.
talk about. I love her.
Billy seems like actually really into her though because he seems so nervous here. Like he does say he's nervous and then he really talks about how
Yeah.
he can see a future with Marissa and I think it's really cute given everything that just went down last night.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. Well, he just turned away his brothers, both of them. So he's got Marissa or no one.
That's true. I mean, what if he gets kicked out of the family for this?
Jake represents the family, so Jake would send him a contract to let him
Oh
know that Jake is
God.
now the new older brother.
I love it.
R.I.P.
Well, the mom and daughters are back in St. Louis. They're talking about how she went to LA and was dancing on bars and
We see
they're
Abby. Abby
fun.
exists. Abby's
Yes.
here
Oh, is
with the
this where
lookalike.
Abby was?
Abby's here with the lookalike sisters.
Dude, I never mind. I thought I saw her in a different point. Never
You did. She's here this whole episode. She's in the background. But it was because at first I was like, oh my God, that's not the lookalike sisters. That's a lookalike, that's a non-lookalike sister. That must be Abby because Haley's gone. And then I saw the other lookalike sister and I was like, the three of them are here. And you
Oh,
can only
wow.
see which one's Abby because she doesn't look like the other two.
Okay, definitely
Hey Abby, how the hell are you?
moved past her. Who knows how she is, but guess what? Don't worry, Jake and Gussie are home.
Thank God. The
And they're ready to
representation.
tell mom about how Dallas went.
Woof.
So
Woof.
Gussie tells them, and Jake chimes in and lets them know that Marissa came out really hot
Which false.
I agree. And that they were mean to her. He lets it slip that they were mean to her. And the girls just are going at it. They're like, Marissa is ridiculous. Like, she must have been encouraging this fight.
False.
What, she threw a drink on Gussie?
Oh my God,
or
how
like
trashy.
Billy threw a drink. This
I can't
is ridiculous.
believe she made Billy throw the drink.
I get so mad at the lookalike twins here. I'm like, are you kidding me?
At least Abby shut the fuck up.
I want Haley to be like, go her. I need Haley here.
I know. I love her.
Yeah.
Haley's my new favorite, and Marissa's a really close second.
It's just the same old of basically everybody hates Marissa. We blame everything on Marissa. Marissa sucks.
Which
mantra
is fine,
here.
Whatever. Who cares?
Let's move on to the better part of this episode when Dad and Clark go get lunch.
I want to die. I thought
I don't just say this restaurant,
fun.
the restaurant they're at is amazing.
It?
Yes. It's so
delicious.
good. Yes. So I just want to, if anybody goes to St. Louis, this is over in the, oh my God, the Grove. I was like, why can't I think of the name?
The Grove.
Great spot, great restaurants, cool brewery over there. Fun spot to be. But
fun spot to have awkward conversations with your ex-girlfriend's dad.
Well, okay, they're not broken up. They're on a break.
They're on a break.
I think Dad thinks that he can like
get Clark to commit.
That he has like the magic words to make this.
If
all
anything,
better.
He makes Clark more nervous.
Well, Dad has no clue what's going on.
Dad is like, why aren't you and Haley in LA together? And Clark says he wants to be engaged to Haley. The timing just didn't work out. Yep. And they don't want to stop each other from following their dreams, which Haley's dream is to go to LA. And Clark's dream is to never vacation and build his family business in St. Louis, which like, fine, a dream's a dream. Who am I to judge?
Here's the thing is Clark looks at it like, we're doing great. We're both following our dreams.
We'll get married eventually. I'm like not even worried about it. Dad, you worried? I'm not worried.
Dad's like, ooh, this is not really what I wanted to hear.
Well, Dad is like, where's the ring? And he's like, not with me. She's not here.
Which the best thing the dad says is like you could go out to LA, right? Like you can go work there. And he's like, well,
my dream is to be in St. Louis, sir. If you didn't hear that clearly.
I don't like to travel.
I actually have never been on an airplane. I'm filthy rich. I hate it. I know we said I went to Europe. That was a lie.
But I just literally made my bedroom look like Europe.
Haley went without me and I FaceTimed her and we ate pasta together. And it was normal. She wasn't even mad about it.
Jeez. But I like that the dad's like, okay, what happens if she like gets a gig? Which I laughed so hard because I was like, okay.
She doesn't. No worries. That's not don't worry. I know it's hypothetical, Dad, but don't worry.
Clark, don't say it's not hypothetical like you did last time. But
but he knows.
Let's play this
Clark's
game of
a realist. He knows.
Yeah. What happens if Haley gets a gig? Like, will Clark go there?
The answer's no.
He's like, I just know that she respects me staying back to grow my family business. And I'm like, oh, dude.
I won't go there with her, but like, that's just us.
I support her doing her, but I have to stay here.
We're living our dreams, man. My dream is to be right here with you.
He's like,
I'm working right now. This is my vacation.
The fact that Dad actually knows what's going on means that this relationship is so broken that even Dad can see.
So funny.
Insane. Yeah, that's about all we get from Clark. Shocker there.
I love it. I think Clark's fucking hilarious.
He's more delusional than the dad is.
I wish his Instagram wasn't private so I could see if he's ever left St. Louis for real.
Should I follow him?
Yeah. You're more likely to get things out of him than I am. I wonder if you have any mutual followers.
I know. Oops, I accidentally hit something. What's his last name? Do we know?
Oh man, that was from like episode 1.
I'll go and find it later. It's
great.
On topic. I'll find.
I'm so excited.
I'll follow him. So next up we have Billy and Marissa coming back from Dallas to St. Louis.
What a beautiful drive.
Did they drive?
Probably took that. She looks really good for a road trip. She's in like a leopard shirt and she has like booties on. Like, let me tell you how I look in road trips. It's very similar to how I look right now, which is I haven't left my house in 3 days.
Oh my God. But Billy tells us he's going to put an end to this discussion in his family about his relationship.
She's not a gold digger.
Yeah, like
Everyone.
back off. If only Billy knew that there was a whole goddamn family meeting.
Another one in which Jake is at and Peter's not, but
Yeah,
Abby's
like,
here, so we got most of the family.
Lordy. But they walk in and yeah, Billy's like, why is everybody sitting around here? It looks like you're scheming. I'm like,
look
well,
like you're scheming.
They are kind of. They're just bashing Marissa.
You know who let go in this family meeting? The lookalike twins. They let loose.
Oh my God. For someone who wasn't there during the fight, they are so actively involved.
Oh my God. Maddie needs them to slow down.
Yeah, well, Mom at first asked like Billy what Billy's take was on Dallas, which I appreciate this. Like, give me your side of things, because let's be honest, despite Jake's responsibility to like be the talker for the family, he's not that smart. So let's see what happened like on Billy's side. Billy kind of lays it all out, and Mom just says one thing like, I just don't want you guys to live together.
Jake literally lays it out and is like, they're coming out. Marissa's saying she's a gold digger. Jake says he represents the family, and no one was like, he doesn't. It was still just like that was a straight up discussion a bunch of adults had. That was
a decision that everybody was present for, except you two.
The only child there was Peter, so it was a real adult conversation that we agreed Jake was going to represent the family. So funny.
We also get Marissa's take. Marissa is sad because Gussie and Jake said some really hurtful things, which the way they just came at her, I would be pretty upset too.
I'd be sad. Also, in this whole thing, Billy's a terrible actor at acting like he's mad at his family. He's really trying though. Also, we get the information that Marissa goes on family trips, which is different than going on a trip with just Billy. Listen, maybe her family doesn't travel. Maybe they're like Clark, where they don't like to vacation.
Or
so
maybe Billy
can't go on trips.
Maybe they
Marissa, would you like to come with our family
vacay? That's the thing, is if Billy's asking her to come and this is a family trip, she's not the one like leading the charge on this.
No, she can pay her airfare. But like, if Billy's already got a room that the family paid for, why the fuck is she gonna split it?
And I'm sure all those like girls bring friends or whatnot. Like, what's the difference? Louise has gone on.
I gotta stop calling her Louise. Louise has gone on a many family.
I'm sure Jake fucking comes on these trips. Like,
Jake lives here. Someone tell me he's so happy when Billy's not home because Jake just takes his room.
Yes.
Like, I swear to God.
But yeah, and then also, like you said, the lookalike twins are screaming about red flags. Like, screaming.
Yeah, they're just red flags.
And basically, moral of the story is Billy needs to slow down in his relationships. He goes way too fast, and Billy and Marissa walk away.
My other favorite part of this was Billy's like, Gussie and Jake need to apologize to Marissa. And Gussie goes, why would I apologize?
Oh my God.
And I was like, Gussie just sat there silent the whole time. It was Jake. We did that on purpose so that the family wouldn't get blamed. You represented the family. I was like, I feel, man, you tried everything to not be blamed.
He did do a good job because they first wanted Gussie to be the one to talk to him. And Gussie was like, absolutely not.
Nope, that's not my job. And they're like, Jake, if you want your free meal card,
his friend should tell him.
Your free meal here is gonna end if you don't fucking tell him.
Yeah, if you want to go to Barbados with us in a few months, you gotta earn it.
Yeah. Where do you think your gas money is gonna come from, Jake?
He's like a hitman just for destroying this family.
Well, destroying whoever the family wants.
Yes, the people outside of the family.
Listen, Billy doesn't have a job, okay? He's not leaving the family. He might get cut off. Marissa, on the other hand, we can get her out of the family, even though she kind of works for what the family used to own, so it's super weird.
She's more of a Busch than they are at this point.
Well, Billy and Marissa leave.
Yeah, and then
sad.
next we pretty much get Mom and Marissa sitting down because Mom feels really bad.
Oh my God, we didn't even get any in between time. It went
No.
from fuck you, Marissa, to like, hey, Marissa, I want to apologize for being really horrible towards you. And I was like, oh, I must have missed
I'm like,
like
wow,
a day.
this mom, props to her because she's been in this situation, so she actually has empathy and like knows a world outside of this family. These psycho kids
Well,
are like, listen, you went on a family trip, and I know I had 7 friends come with me, but you're a gold digger.
Jake ruined the like, it was Jake. She can sit here all day and be like, I can't believe Jake did that. That's what she should do.
That's true. And I mean, their own responsibility in this is just selecting Jake. Somebody needed to do this, but like Jake has no tact.
No, because we can get rid of Jake if we want to. Fuck that.
Yeah.
He's expendable.
And then the mom shares about her experience and how she actually had it like way worse.
Yeah.
Which somehow makes Marissa feel better. But if honestly somebody told me, well, I had it worse, so like trust me, what you just went through was nothing. I'd be like, fuck
so
you.
why are you being a bitch to me?
Yeah.
That'd be my exact. So why are you being a bitch to me?
But
my exact words towards my future mother-in-law.
Out of this. Lovely.
Well, it was and then parents are on a horse.
Oh,
don't fucking forget, Meredith.
Parents are on a carriage.
They were on the horse. They were with the horses.
Oh God.
I thought it was great. You know what? As boring as this episode was made out to be, it was okay.
The only thing I really needed was the Marissa from the night in Dallas to be in the kitchen. I needed her to like fight back a little.
Oh, I wish.
I want her to tell the whole family that Jake's the gold digger.
The family thinks you're the gold digger. If anyone's a gold digger, it's you. I could have died. If like at the family, she had been like, if anyone here's a gold digger, it's Jake. He's the one going on family vacations and he's not even putting out for any of you. And they'd be like, whoa, how do you know that?
No, and then like Gussie's like, well, you're wrong.
Well, you're wrong there because our hotel room was a mess in Dallas.
Like, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
Marissa, don't you fucking judge us now. You're just making assumptions.
So good. So
that would be the best plot twist of ever. Oh yeah, tell me. Okay, so you have connections.
I talked to my mom. I was with my mom today and I was telling her that we were recording this. And she works for a food manufacturing company here in St. Louis. Also, funny enough, I'm literally wearing my St. Louis t-shirt right now.
Oh my God, you're a true fan.
I'm such a fan of this show. And she is the CFO of this company, and the president is friends with some of the Bushes. And so I was talking to her, which I've known this for a long time. We've never really talked about it, but I was like, oh yeah, I'm watching this show. Who is Tom friends with? Like, I'm so curious if it like is anybody in this family or like which ones.
Or if it's like the other Bushes somewhere else.
Yeah. And there's like a lot of them that don't even have the Busch last name just because of obviously like marriages and stuff. And, yeah. So there's like 3 main family like last names in a sense that are within this family. But
dope.
And then also at my mom's work, they have this like giant moose head that it is one of the Bushes. And so I was like, whose is that? And my mom was like, oh, it's August Busch the first, his moose head. And I was like, okay, but who owns it now? And she was like, well, they have all these like cabins. So like it lives in one of there and somebody is like redoing it. So that's why we have it. And I was like, this is so fucking weird that you just like are housing this for one of them. And she was like, yeah, I mean, Tom was up at the cabins last weekend, which Tom is the president of the company. And I was like, oh, really? So who is he friends with? And she like listed off some of them that aren't like Busch last name family members. And then she was like, and I think Billy, he's friends with him. And I was like, really? Like
old Billy dad?
The dad. And I was like, God. What? And my mom was like telling me that Tom's not as close with Billy anymore, but they went to high school together.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I was like, this is okay. I was like, I can't imagine knowing this dad in real life.
I wonder if he's like his TV persona in real life because his TV persona fucking 100%. Sucks.
And I mean, obviously, this show was like the last ditch effort to make
the Busch family name.
Their brewery
Craft Dig.
Yeah, successful.
Craft Dig, baby.
To this episode and the next one, we see so much of the like logo. It's like the K and the shield.
Oh, I missed it all.
Or I noticed it because it used to be. They really tried hard to make it a thing here.
Cool. Damn, what if you run into this dude?
I would love to.
I would love you too.
So yeah, maybe one day.
Oh my God, that'd be cool as shit.
I would die if I met these people and I was like, go listen to my podcast about your family.
I'd want you to FaceTime me and be like, look who I've met. And I'd be like,
Billy? I feel like Gussie or Jake would be the only ones that you would recognize right off the bat.
Yeah, Billy looks like any other white dude with like facial hair.
Yeah.
The lookalike twins, you might be like, you guys look like these lookalike twins I watched on TV one time. Yeah, no, other than that, I feel like no go. But I think those lookalike twins, you're gonna tell me you wouldn't notice them? I'd notice them.
I barely notice them now, so no.
Yeah, but I'd be like, you look like someone I know.
But I don't know.
I feel like you look like someone.
Yep, but that's my little connection to now this show.
Cool. Look
my
at
like
you.
6 degrees of separation.
Dude, I love that. I love 10 out of 10. Woo woo. Well, what a time. I think the next episode's dope. I can't wait to talk about it. I have a lot of good talking points. I don't remember what it's about. Oh yeah, I do. Louise. No spoilers, but Louise is back.
Yeah, let's hurry up to that one.
Okay.
All right. Well,
goodbye, everyone.
Hit next and listen to the next one. Bye.
Woo.